Disappointing, Chris, really, because I find it frustrating. I don't think I've ever worked with a team that can look like the best team in the world and the worst team in the world, possibly in the same game. A great start, which is what we wanted. You know, our line-out in this tournament's been exceptional. That's a positive. Line-out defence, as you saw today. You know, Argentina have a very good line-out, and we stole their first three line-outs cleanly. And those are things we've worked on that showed. The defence for scrummage was
we have three Pumas in the front.
Yeah, and the scrummage is improving all the time. But you know, we play some good rugby. We should have got a try, really. We choose to take the penalty, but we had a lot of pressure in the first 20 minutes on Argentina. And again, as in the Italy A game and as periods in the Uruguayan game, we look like we're going to run away with it. Yeah. And we make mistakes. Every team makes mistakes. We give away a few penalties then in that 20 minutes leading up to the half time, about 9 penalties, which was disappointing. And these small things, not small things, they're penalties, but these things affect us mentally and psychologically, and we have allowed the team back in. A good team in Argentina, but we've allowed them back in again. And you know, in the last 20 minutes, well, the game dipped, didn't it, really? And both teams were going through the motions a little bit for a while, but the game dipped in the end, and it looked as if we didn't really want to win, and that's very, very disappointing. Our fitness may have been a part.
I said that the pressure looked like they wilted, just
yeah.
Sort of like.
Well, I had to make replacements today. I mean, the weather obviously kicking off at 4 o'clock, so I had to make changes to the team. Yeah. I don't know whether that weakened the team, but I gave some younger players a go off the bench. But it certainly lost our way in the last 20 minutes, which was, again, you know, people will look at this in Russia and look at the score, you know, the supporters, and think that we've been under the cosh, I guess, but as we all know, sat in a room for 65, 70 minutes, it was, yeah, 65, 70 minutes, it was who was going to win. I don't think anybody really in the stadium knew at 12-9.
Yeah. So there's nothing, I mean, because there was nothing outrageous in there was just a missed tackle here, and
yeah.
And I think there's something somewhere, it's like, it happened to you in another match, which was the Italian match. It's like someone pulled a plug out of the team, just.
Well, we spoke about it a lot, Chris. It's key moments in games, you know, key times, key moments, key scrums, and we've tried to talk about that a lot this week, and just the psychological parts of games. For example, taking your restart when you've scored and putting the team back under pressure. You know, composure and discipline at the right times before the half, etc. But winning teams with a winning mentality have that. You know, it's not easy for the guys. There's lots of changes in the team again, and we are not on a winning run. We've had a good win against Uruguay, a good win against Spain. We just need to be more consistent.
Consistency, and I think it's also belief, self-belief, because
I'm questioning it. Yeah,
you were on their line like sort of 20 minutes, and it just didn't look as if there was some cool head there. So that's what we're going to score. Yeah, because a try could have been quite significant.
Broke it, yeah. And those are the key things we talk about: scoring at the right times and turning pressure into the points. You know, that's today's game, but the whole tournament really has been very positive. I see it as a failure a little bit on the field, purely because I believe we're as good as the teams we've played against.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And you've got to see it as a failure. If I came here and we'd been beaten by two teams that were better than us, well, you know, we're progressing and that's where we are. But I'm very disappointed, because I know that if we were to play again next week, there's every likelihood we could win those games. Well, you're not saying we would, but we could.
Yeah, but you've achieved probably the most significant sort of, let's say, the minimal target was to get your ranking points here, and second was to see another round of players in action.
It's true.
Is probably
it's true, and as I say, that's why I say if we come here thinking that, you know, we're going to win one against Uruguay and two very experienced teams would beat us, or whatever, better teams, then you would probably think, okay, we've come away okay. But I just see it as not as good as it could have been, because the way that we've played in patches. And when you talk about inconsistency, it's not only week to week, it's in the game. Now today, I got a feeling fitness played a part today. The boys have been very disciplined. They work hard, you know, off the field. They rest when they're supposed to rest, and you know, today the last 20 minutes looked too much for them.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I felt. Thanks, all right.
Thank you.